Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Few things bring the true meaning of Christmas more than the Hallelujah Chorus. Welcome Connie Manwaring and Cameron Kavanaugh from the Nebo Holiday Chorus and Orchestra to the program. Guys, you've been busy this year.
Yes, we have been.
Tell us what is in the making for us.
Well, Handel's Messiah. Every Christmas, right? Isn't that the Christmas tradition?
But it started last year.
True.
This is just a new something.
That's right.
Yeah, for Spanish Fork in this area, we're trying to make it a tradition here too. There's a tradition. There's a sing-along in Provo.
Right.
There's one up there's several up north of Provo, and there's never been anything down here.
That's right.
Really, that surprises me. I feel like we're full of musical people. I'm not being one, but my whole neighborhood is. Thus.
Yeah, tons.
Thus, you're both in our neighborhood.
That's true.
Tons. That's what got Connie and I kind of brainstorming in the first place, is that there's so many really high-level musicians, whether they're professional or amateur, in this area, particularly in Spanish Fork, that were like, why we all had to go up north to perform this.
Why?
So let's just do something down here.
So how did you two get together?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you're likely couple.
Yeah, clearly.
In the same neighborhood. We were in the same ward, so that's how we met. But
same church, right?
That's right. Yeah. So the idea started that I was singing in Handel's Messiah with my good friend Lois Stout up at the Alpine Tabernacle.
Okay.
And she conducted it for over 20 years. And then she retired, and then my holiday had a hole in it.
Oh.
And so my daughter said, why don't you start it down here? So I ran into Cameron, just like that. 2 years ago, I approached Cameron and said, are you in?
And I said,
and so,
sure.
Why not?
Okay, so how do you get that started, and where do you go to find people, and how do you do it?
So I had actually on Facebook through social media.
Okay.
I sent out an email how many in Spanish Fork would be interested to sing in it.
Okay.
And it was amazing how many responses, and I got Cameron. We
Tons.
were on.
Yeah.
So
Tons.
we just started the nonprofit organization and started last
It's
week.
not just Spanish Fork singers, though, is it? Or are the majority of your people from Spanish Fork? Are you pulling from Springville or Salem, Payson?
We open it up. We put flyers for auditions in the schools, public schools throughout the whole Nebo school district. Okay. But I'd say the vast majority of our singers come from Spanish Fork. But we have a few.
And
that
is there an age limit?
Salem.
Like, is it high school?
Yeah,
that's what's just
singers.
Yeah, we
well?
do invite the juniors and seniors in high school to sing and play with us in the orchestra as well, so they can audition. Okay, and that's really fun to have kids and their parents sing together. Together.
So I feel like we've covered the who. What's
the why?
What's the what? Because before you called me, Connie, 2 years ago, and you said the Handel's Messiah, I was like,
I don't know what that is.
Can you tell me more, maybe?
Right.
So
so Handel wrote this oratorio, and he wrote
what is an oratorio?
Okay,
it's like a church version of an opera.
That's right.
Gotcha.
You know how you have a manuscript in an opera and a story is being told, and then it's played out on stage with singing.
Okay.
Well, the same is true for an oratorio. However, the singers, they don't act it out. So because it's you
just sing it out.
He was an opera composer, and they lost funding, and they're like, and you can't do opera in church. And he said, okay, well, I'll do an oratorio then. And he basically did an opera in church about religious things without costumes.
So neat. Okay.
So you kind
because in 1741, he was approached by this manuscript writer, Charles Janus, and he had written this manuscript about Christ's life. And Handel loved it, and so he took it upon himself to compose a work, and he did it within 24 days, which is absolutely amazing. It's a huge work. How long is it, Cameron?
Like 3 hours long.
So it's really
long.
So
if we come to watch, it's 3 hours?
No.
I'm like, I came last year. It was long, but I don't think it was 3 hours long.
Yeah, so we've cut, so it's intermixed with soloists and chorus numbers and a couple of just orchestral numbers, or actually just one. And so what we do, there's 3 parts. There's the beginning, which is kind of announcing Christ's birth. It's all the Christmas stuff. The middle is his life and crucifixion and resurrection. And then there's the end, which is a bunch of hallelujah, get ready for the second coming type stuff.
Okay.
And most people only do that first part,
That's
Christmas, and they just leave it alone. But we've taken cuts out of each of the three
Oh, I love
sections
that.
and doing the
To
whole
create the whole
thing.
story.
Because no one knows very many of the middle and the end. There's a
Right.
couple, right? But no one knows those
That's
things, and so
So that makes
to
it
do it
really
full.
unique then.
Yes,
it sounds
it
like
does.
two other ones.
Yeah,
other
for sure.
performances.
So you're the director. So what is your background? What's your day jobs?
I teach choir at Spanish Fork Junior High actually right now. I did my undergrad in music education at BYU Idaho, and I just finished my master's in choral conducting at BYU. And so I study. That's what I do all day, every day.
Well, I've had the experience
Study
to watch
choir.
him at work.
Oh, really?
And he is awesome.
So
Yeah.
before we came on the show, he even volunteered to sing. Do you remember?
I volunteered.
You totally did.
Connie
He
had
wants to show with us.
her instrument she could play, but unfortunately,
Yes.
Cameron. You guys could sing together.
Yes. What, do you sing?
Cameron is just fine. I do sing as well.
Oh, you do?
So I got my master's also at BYU
Okay.
in music.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
So-
teach at BYU?
Yes, no, I used to.
Okay, you
but
used
now
to.
I
She
teach at
teaches
home.
piano, yeah.
I teach piano.
I knew
from
that.
home.
Okay. I thought you still
And
were over
I
at
actually
BYU.
teach at UVU, but I teach German, not music. So,
Okay.
so Cameron,
Fun.
you
No,
ready to
we
sing?
don't mind if you want to do a duet. Sing together. That'd be lovely.
Everyone always knows, like, for unto us a child is born, right?
Absolutely. One of my favorites.
So
actually.
I'll just say, just for anybody who's listening and for you at the table, for when you come and see the concert, you'll see most of the lower quality performance, you'll hear it's wandering S's. For unto us a child, right? But we worked really hard to get it. For unto us a child is born. And really nice and bouncy, like Handel
Yes,
would have
we're
wanted
working
it.
hard,
I'm a big time nerd of what Handel would have wanted. So.
We learned that with our primary kids too. Would work on those specifics, and I loved it. Loved
I'm
it.
big time. I can't let him get away with
Nope.
mediocrity. So
So could you give us a 10-second, just a little bit?
let's see.
Please, would that be, yeah?
I'll sing a little bit of that first part. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever been. Good. And I don't get uncomfortable very often at all. So you guys have succeeded, and I'm the only male at this table, which is even worse.
In the short chair.
In the church. So here's 10 seconds. I'm not gonna look up. Okay. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, unto us a son is given.
Oh, my
You guys are too nice.
So you need to go.
So tell us more of the details about
So,
where
so
we
the
can get tickets.
performances are going to be at Maple Mountain High School.
Okay.
And so thank you to Nebo School District for letting us use their facility. And it's going to be December 19th and 20th. So that's in the middle of the week, guys. So
Like it.
it's on a Wednesday and a Thursday.
Is there a cost to it? Or?
It is free to the public.
It is. That's awesome.
And yes, and we try to make it every year that way. And that would be in Handel's tradition. When he performed, by the way, that was performed in Dublin the first time. And it was also free to the public. And then they gathered donations to benefit those people that are sick or needy or even in prison. And so we have that same tradition going on. Last year we collected for LDS charities.
Okay.
And this year we are going to collect for Angelman syndrome. So they're trying to find a cure for that illness, and so we're collecting this year. Syndrome. That is it's a disease that affects the genetic work of a person, and so it's a delay in development. So these children they walk and speak very late in life. So it's developmental problems that go along with it.
So it's a benefit concert.
Yes,
so
it is a
Right,
benefit
it's free to the
concert.
family,
Free, but if
and
you
then
want to
benefit
That's
the
right.
others.
And
I
during
love
the
that.
intermission, people can hear more about the charities.
Okay. Our time is up. I told you, Connie, this would go
Thank you.
fast.
That would go fast.
Did we
yes.
say what time on the 19th and 20th?
So it is 7:30. So
And how do you get tickets?
everybody
Do you, I mean,
So
just
you just
enter?
show up.
Just first come, first serve.
First come,
Okay.
7:30.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah.
we will be there.
Good. Please
And
come.
I love that we made you
That was
uncomfortable.
It's terrible. You guys are the
Beautiful,
best.
uncomfortable.
Next, we'll meet an author with a brand new book for the holidays. Don't go away.